Parents of tweens, if you're familiar with far-off drop-offs...
Dad, stop, right here.
Or get DMs about what's for dinner, you may be experiencing tween milestones. For your son or daughter, these can start at age 9. HPV vaccination, a type of cancer prevention against certain HPV-related cancers, can start then too.
For most, HPV clears on its own. But for those who don't clear the virus, it can cause certain cancers later in life.
Embrace this phase. Help protect them in the next.
Ask their doctor today about HPV vaccination. Brought to you by Merck.
Started on the diamond in Queens, where Jose Quintana permitted one hit over 7 shutout innings. Brandon Nimmo and Francisco Lindor both homered and drove in 3 runs. And the Mets beat the Washington Nationals 7-5 in the opener of a 3-game set. Harrison Bader had 3 hits and scored twice from the bottom of the lineup for the Mets, who moved back to 500 at 45-45 overall. Lindor also had 3 hits and scored 2 runs in the leadoff spot. Before the game, the Mets made a move to boost their struggling bullpen as well, acquiring veteran reliever Phil Maton from Tampa Bay for a player to be named for cash. Starter Jose Quintana kept the young Nationals off balance all night, settling down his final 13 batters to win his 3rd straight decision. The veteran lefty struck out 5 and walked 1, yielding just a leadoff single to Luis Garcia Jr. in the 3rd. Quintana is 3-0 with an .89 ERA in his past 5 starts. From the trainer's room, Kodai Senga tossed 2 2/3 scoreless innings of 2-hit ball for AAA Syracuse in his 2nd minor league rehab start. He struck out 3 and walked 2. Up next for the Mets, the righty Luis Severino starts the middle game of the series tonight against Washington. Lefty Patrick Corbin, first pitch from Citi Field, is scheduled for 7:10 p.m. As for the Yankees, the day off did nothing to inject any life into this team, losing yesterday's series opener in Tampa 5-3 to the Rays. By the end of the first inning, the tone was set for another long night for the sputtering Yanks after Tampa put up a 4 spot in the bottom half to rebuttal the run New York pushed across in the top half. The loss is New York's 17th in 23 games, and starting a Major League best 50 and 22 through mid-June, New York has the worst record in baseball over the past 3 weeks. They've literally gone from the best team in baseball to the worst team in baseball.
What's going on?
To be honest with you, nobody really knows. Brian Cashman was there yesterday in Tampa. He'll be there this week, I guess, with the team. And anytime the general manager is traveling with the team, you know, this isn't a series at Yankee Stadium. This isn't like he's sitting in the owner's box with the Steinbrenners. He's traveling with the team to see what the heck is going on. I mean, you got the trade deadline July 30th. That's about 3 weeks away. So he's got to get an idea of how aggressive he's got to be at this trade deadline, and all signs are pointing to being very aggressive.
Some locker room nonsense going on or something like that?
No, that's not what the players are saying. They're saying energy is still up. They're saying, you know, we're doing the best we can. I mean, you saw what we can do at our best. We'll pick it up at some point. You know, all the usual jargon that you hear from guys when they're going through a tough streak. But I almost wish at this point that there was some locker room drama, just so you would have something to blame it all on.
Right.
You know?
So now basically all we can say is they just kind of suck.
Exactly. Yeah.
Maybe they're not as good as we thought they were.
Exactly. Yeah. One bright spot, though, has been the call-up Ben Rice. 3 days after becoming the first Yankees rookie to homer 3 times in a game. Rice hit a 2-run shot that trimmed Tampa Bay's lead to a 4-3 in the 7th inning. But alas, the Yankees, they couldn't pull it out. Up next for the Yanks, Marcus Stroman starts the 2nd game of the 3-game series tonight against Tampa's Zach Eflin. First pitch from St. Petersburg set for 6:50 p.m. That's your Sports Know. I'm Justin Ellick on 77 WABC.